Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. I just came on here because I felt like to tell you the truth. I am not. I repeat, I am not doing a full recap for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 2. This is just going to be talk for maybe, I'll be surprised if I talk for 5 minutes because I was irritated and irked, and I'm tired of being irritated and irked by these programs. I'm tired of it. I just want to focus on music and, my ASMR stuff. Like the stupidity of a lot of these shows has been getting on me, and I just Nene. I am tired of it being centered around her. I'm tired of her thinking that she is not passive aggressive just because she goes and tells people to their face how she feels. I am tired of her going and pulling that card of how she's the HBIC, and especially with Tanya when she was saying that she's the reason why she's on the show. Okay, yes, we get it. You brought her on here because you're interested, and then you're upset because it went from Nene's friend to Nene's friend to Eva's friend, even though Tanya was supposed to be a housewife, but because you didn't like her and because she wasn't standing up for herself as much as production probably hoped, they didn't give her a peach. Like, let's just call it what it is. Marlo also thought that she was going to be a housewife, but that didn't happen either. That didn't happen either because Marlo's past. Let's just call it what it is. Marlo's past. Marlo being on there defending Nene was just fine because that's her friend. I would expect nothing less. I'm glad that Marlo acknowledged that she felt like Cynthia and Portia really are both Nene's friends, and even though she did throw some shade towards Cynthia, which made no sense to me because here I am trying to figure out how are we throwing shade to Cynthia when you were calling Nene, saying that her wig, her fashions were trash and basic, and how saying you had all this information on her and about her marriage in the streets. I'm so glad that Portia doesn't get her information from the streets because that really annoyed me in the past. Then we have who do we have next? We have Candy and Portia. I get it, Portia. You feel like Candy needs to stop playing around and take ownership in the fact that you, the woman Jamie, that she brought on Jamie intentionally, in order to talk about it and then to make it a bigger deal than it actually was. Portia felt a certain way about that. The show's been on for half a year. We completely forgot about that. I said, I don't care. Clearly, Candy doesn't really care. Portia and Candy are moving forward, so they just need to go and put that out there. But who cares? We move on from that stupidity to oh gosh, what else happened? Shamari versus, well, look, Shamari is not a drunk. Shamari is not a drunk. Shamari is someone who was a recent new mother who didn't know how to pace herself alcohol wise. I've definitely heard in the past that after you have a baby, your tolerance for alcohol goes out of the window for a lot of women. Which makes sense because your body resets itself. So, and maybe she can't drink like how she used to. And of course, she's having fun. She's around other women her age. She's able to just let loose. And so she's not a drunk. So when Marlo was saying, oh, Betty Ford this, Betty Ford, Lord, Shamari didn't even know who Betty Ford was or what that was about. And you had to tell it was the rehab clinic. And she was like, but I loved how Marlo and Shamari had their back and forth. And their back and forth, it spanned from Marlo not knowing what Marlo does, what her actual job is, which is very true. We don't know what Marlo does. We don't know what she does. We don't know who she really is. And when I say who she really is, what I mean by that is exactly what I said. Marlo comes on here, she pokes at everyone's fashion, she pokes and says that, either you're broke or you can't dress or your breath stinks. And it got really old fast. And I'm just over it. And what else happened? Really, what else happened? Nene talking to Greg. I felt bad when they brought Greg out there because here's the thing: Nene does not want to be with Greg at that time. I don't know if things are better now because he's on the mend, but Nene didn't want to be with Greg at that time because she already didn't really want to be with him prior to him officially getting the cancer thing. But my whole thing is, one, Greg's mood could have been messed up because he was in bad health. Now again, that's not Nene's fault because Nene did tell him to go and check things out. So can't put that on her. What we can put on her is the fact that Nene is someone who's very sensitive, that needs a lot of attention and a lot of affection and a lot of reassurance. And so Greg was that for her. Greg not being that for her and not being the nicest person able to manage everything Nene leaks, it's getting to her. It's getting to her. So with the sicker for poor thing is now Nene's being tested. And I feel like that's why she needs to listen to her wedding vows. Because it said for sicker or for poorer. Because in the same breath that she talked about him and his illness and how it was affecting her, they are seeing a therapist, which is good. But she also talked about how, she needs to go on the road so that he can eat. I said, Nene does not care. She does not care how this looks. And she acknowledged that she doesn't care how this looks. So then towards the end of the episode, we got to what we need to get to, which was the closet. Andy wanted to talk about the closet. Nene said that, nope. She was having a breakdown. She's having a breakdown on TV. She doesn't care. She'll have another one if she has to have one. But at the end of the day, that it's her life. People need to get over it, get over themselves, and, bleep off. I'm thinking, oh, God, Nene. I feel like she needs to take another break from the show. Take another break from the show. Come back season 13. Take another break. I know she's not going to do that, but that's it. Come back for part 3. It was just so over the place, and I was watching it thinking, I don't want to talk about this. I don't care enough about it to talk about it. What are things I actually want to talk about? I want to do music reaction videos. I want to do other stuff. I don't want to talk about that. I like The Shy, but The Shy is pretty serious. I don't want to talk about that, I put a whole bunch of other videos where I was feeling great. And then this video I just didn't want to do. So, there you go. I'm sure a lot of you will be like, really? And I'm okay with that. Because that's what I got from this